As the ancient Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu once said, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Welcome to the fascinating world of ancient Chinese philosophy, an epic of profound wisdom and timeless life lessons. Our journey begins centuries ago during the era of Lao Tzu, the revered sage who continues to inspire millions with his profound wisdom. His quotes, simple yet profound, illuminate the path for those seeking wisdom and understanding. Lao Tzu, whose name translates to Old Master, is an iconic figure in Chinese philosophy. He is traditionally considered the author of the Tao Te Ching, a fundamental text for both philosophical and religious Taoism. His teachings, filled with wisdom and insight, have transcended time and geographical boundaries, influencing not just Eastern thought but the entire world's perspective on life, society, and the self. The era of Lao Tzu was a time of great intellectual ferment and exploration. It was a time when individuals began to look beyond the physical world to understand the deeper, more spiritual aspects of existence. The wisdom quotes that emerge from this period are not mere sayings. They are timeless truths that continue to guide us in our modern lives. Lao Tzu's philosophy teaches us the power of simplicity, humility, and integrity. He believed that true wisdom lies in understanding the nature of things and living in harmony with it. His teachings encourage us to look inward, to understand ourselves, and to find balance in our lives. The influence of Lao Tzu on Chinese philosophy and beyond is immense. His wisdom resonates in the hearts of those who seek to understand the world and their place in it. His words remind us of the importance of each step we take in our journey of life. As we delve deeper into the wisdom of ancient China in the upcoming scenes, we'll explore more about the teachings of other great philosophers in the golden age of Chinese philosophy. We'll also learn how these timeless wisdom quotes continue to shape our understanding of life and the world around us. As we embark on this journey, remember Lao Tzu's words: "Every step, however small, counts." Moving forward in time, we arrive at the era of Confucius, a philosopher whose teachings continue to shape the world. This period, known as the Spring and Autumn period of ancient China, was a time of profound philosophical thought, and at its heart was Confucius. Confucius wasn't just a philosopher, he was a teacher, a scholar, and a political theorist whose writings and teachings have endured for over 2 millennia. One of his most impactful quotes is, "It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop." This simple yet profound statement encapsulates the essence of Confucius's philosophy. It's not about the speed at which you progress but the tenacity and determination you have to continue on your journey, regardless of the obstacles you encounter. This quote is a life lesson in resilience and persistence. It reminds us that the path to success, whether in personal growth, career advancement, or societal change, is often long and arduous. But the key is not to give up. It's not about racing to the finish line but about moving forward, however slowly, towards our goals. Confucius's teachings go beyond mere motivational quotes. They represent a philosophy of life, a way of understanding our place in the world, and a guide to living a moral and ethical life. His emphasis on personal and governmental morality, justice, and appropriateness in social relationships has influenced not just the Chinese culture, but also the world at large. Confucius also said, "The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones." This quote is another testament to his belief in persistence. It tells us that no matter how large a task may seem, it can be accomplished if taken one step at a time. These wisdom-filled quotes not only provide us with valuable life lessons, but they also offer a glimpse into the mind of one of the world's most influential philosophers. They remind us that true success in life comes from perseverance, determination, and the courage to keep going no matter how slow the progress. Confucius teaches us that the speed of our journey is less important than our determination to keep going. We now enter the golden age of Chinese philosophy, a time when thinkers like Zhuangzi left their mark on the world. In the annals of Chinese philosophy, Zhuangzi stands out as an illustrious figure. His teachings, often encapsulated in parables, shed light on profound truths of existence. One of his most renowned quotes, "The perfect man uses his mind as a mirror. It grasps nothing, it refuses nothing. It receives but does not keep," speaks to the power of the mind and the value of objectivity. This quote suggests the importance of embracing experiences without clinging to them. It encourages us to remain open and receptive, to let life flow through us without trying to control or manipulate it. The mind, like a mirror, should reflect reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. This is a valuable lesson in acceptance and presence, essential ingredients for a fulfilling life. Another eminent philosopher from this era was Mencius, who advocated for the inherent goodness of individuals. He once said, "People have the capacity to recognize beauty and despise ugliness. This is known as their sense of shame." Here, Mencius highlights the power of perspective and the human ability to discern right from wrong. This quote teaches us the importance of maintaining a moral compass and staying true to our values. However, it's not just about knowing right from wrong, but also about taking action. As Mencius puts it, knowing it and not acting upon it is as good as not knowing. This quote underscores the significance of action in bringing about change. Knowing without doing is empty. This wisdom nudges us to be proactive and not just passive observers in life. The golden age of Chinese philosophy was truly a time of profound insight and wisdom. These age-old teachings continue to resonate with us today, reminding us of the timeless nature of wisdom. In the words of Zhuangzi, happiness is the absence of the striving for happiness. This profound statement invites us to let go of our constant pursuit and to find contentment in the present moment. It's a fitting end to our exploration of this golden age, encapsulating the essence of the wisdom that emerged from this era. As we reach the end of ancient Chinese philosophy, we encounter philosophers like Sun Quan, whose teachings continue to resonate. Sun Quan, also known as Xunzi, was a towering figure in the last days of ancient Chinese philosophy. His views were distinct, often going against the prevailing thoughts of his time. He was a staunch believer in the power of education and the importance of ritual. One of his most famous quotes is, "Not to be conscious of what is not good, this is called goodness." At first glance, this might seem confusing, but Sun Quan is essentially saying that true goodness is not being aware of evil because one's mind is so filled with righteousness. It's a call for us to fill our hearts and minds with good thoughts and actions, leaving no room for negativity. Similar to Sun Quan, Han Fei, another philosopher from this era, had unique insights into human nature. He once said, "Men's natures are alike. It is their habits that carry them far apart." This quote emphasizes the importance of our daily habits in shaping our character. It suggests that while we all share the same innate qualities, it's our actions and habits that ultimately define who we are. These philosophers and their teachings introduced a new wave of thought that revolved around morality, ethics, and the nature of human beings. They questioned the inherent goodness of humans, something that earlier philosophers like Confucius and Mencius had taken for granted. The end of ancient Chinese philosophy was not an end in the traditional sense. Instead, it was a transition, a bridge to a new era of thought and understanding. It was a time of introspection and self-reflection, a time to question old beliefs and adopt new ones. In the teachings of Sun Quan, we find a call to look inward and question our own nature. This is a lesson that is as relevant today as it was over 2,000 years ago. It's a reminder that the journey to wisdom often begins with understanding ourselves. We've traveled through time, exploring the wisdom of ancient Chinese philosophers. The journey has been enlightening, revealing profound insights that have stood the test of time. We began at the dawn of wisdom, where the foundational principles of ethics and morality were laid down by our ancestors. They taught us about the importance of balance, harmony, and respect for nature. These lessons, etched in the annals of history, serve as a compass guiding us in navigating the complexities of life. Then we delved into the era of Confucius, a time marked by deep philosophical exploration. The teachings of Confucius emphasize the significance of virtue, benevolence, and righteousness. His wisdom, encapsulated in the principle of Ren, which speaks of love and kindness towards others, resonates in our hearts, reminding us of our shared humanity. Our journey took us further into the golden age of Chinese philosophy, a period of intellectual ferment that gave rise to diverse schools of thought. Taoism taught us about the flow of life, the Tao, and the importance of living in harmony with it. Legalism highlighted the need for order and structure in society. These philosophies, despite their differences, converge on the essential truth about life and the human condition. As we reach the end of ancient Chinese philosophy, we found that the wisdom of the sages remained relevant, their words echoing across the centuries. The teachings of these philosophers continue to inspire, offering guidance in our daily lives, helping us make sense of the world, and shaping our understanding of ourselves and others. In the wisdom of ancient China, we find lessons for today, tomorrow, and all the days to come. As Confucius said, "Study the past if you would define the future."